Okay, so now that we know what we're going to do, we have to decide how we are going to save the results. And so thinking about it, I think the most logical way, and I hate doing this because it is very memory intensive and it is not very, excuse me, it's not very good programming, but I think it's going to be a for loop. So for row in and row games df, we're going to go through each single row of this data frame, and we're going to create, excuse me, that table I had earlier where it said shot, possession, retained, no, possession, retained, yes, and if possession is retained, then what happens next? Shot, foul, etc., etc., etc. So I think the big last question is how in depth do we want to get these actions? So the shot, foul, defensive, rebound, etc. So for example, do we want to just have a generic shot by the team, or do we want to have a shot and what is the shooter? What is the distance? What is the points outcome? So by doing those, we'll have, not just one shot, we'll have, 30 different rows that contain them. Turnover type, I think we can do fairly easily. So let's do unique games df. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8, not including NA, types of turnovers, so that'll be fine. But the real question is how many unique shots with these shooter, distance, and points outcomes are there? And I think there will be a lot. So first, let's find games df. Let's say all rows, comma, points outcome, shot distance, shooter. Undefined columns. Outcome. Okay. Let's label this XX. And let's relabel it. Nope, that was a mistake. Okay, so view XX. So this is all the outcomes. Let's look at it just for Boston. Actually, it's just YY equals which. Okay. And then let's also say YY is which. Play type equals shot. Okay. So there are 171 entries. Say view unique YY. 138. So 171 minus 138. Okay, so there are only 33 in which there's overlap for the shot, the shooter, and the points outcome. So what I'm trying to consider now is if we want a table like this, where it doesn't have any of this data, it just says shot, but then there's a quote-unquote shot table. So this would be play-by-play table, and then there'd be a shot table where it would say, in this table, you know, in the simulation, whenever there's a shot, it says, you know, reference this, and it'll say, okay, what is the most frequent shot, distance, and, you know, type, whatever, or, excuse me, not type, shooter, and points outcome. But I think it might be easiest if we just put it all in one. So we just have this play-by-play table with, you know, 138 different shots for Boston. That seems like a lot, but remember that, you know, over all the games in the season, all the games in the last season, all the games in the season before that, there will be a lot of data to work with, and it should work out well. So that's the way I'm going to do it right now, and because of that, we're going to need to modify this slightly. So let's see. Instead of just play type, we're going to want to have play type points outcome. I think we're just going to want to concatenate play team, play type, points outcome, shot distance, shooter, excuse me, fouled, and turnover type all in one. Let me just check one thing. Personal foul. Okay. And I actually have a, if that's the case, I actually know of a way that we can edit that. We can make this much simpler. So, okay, games, concat games. Concatenated games, play by play, let's just call it that. Can you do C for different columns? Or do you have to use paste? Nope, you gotta use paste. And separate them by, okay, perfect. So, let's get this, and what did I say? We needed play team, play type, points outcome, distance. Actually, let's just do it in order.